What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another CUNYAC Winter Feature. With winter sports canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we here at CUNYAC are spotlighting student athletes once a week during winter semester, highlighting their accomplishments, talking about their experience at the collegiate level, and what they've been up to over the past year in 2020. I'm your host, Eldridge Chavez. You can catch the CUNYAC Winter Feature every Friday here on our website, cunyathletics.com, as well as on our YouTube channel, CUNY Athletics Conference, and on social media feeds by searching CUNY Athletics. If you missed our last winter feature, please go give it a watch. I sat down with the chair of the Division III Student Athlete Advisory Committee, Anthony Francois, where we talked about his role as chair, his future aspirations working in the medical field, and his time as a member of the John J. Bloodhound men's volleyball team. Finally, a big thank you to our sponsors for today's winter feature, HSS Hospital for Special Surgery, the official hospital for the CUNY Athletics. Now, with me today is a sophomore from Baruch College, majoring in marketing with a minor in political science. He's a breaststroke swimmer for the men's swim team, a representative of the Division III Student Athlete Advisory Committee for Baruch, and a member of the Sports Business Club at Baruch College. From Brooklyn, New York, please welcome the Baruch Bearcat, Kasper Gacek. Kasper, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you so much for taking the time out and having this chat with me. I really do appreciate it. So let's just get started right away. So we mentioned Baruch College. What made you decide to study at Baruch?
So as a senior in high school, I had like a change of heart when it came to majors because in the beginning I wanted to do mechanical engineering, but at the same time I wanted to do business.
Yeah.
And over time, I did some opportunities in high school, and it kind of lost my heart in mechanical engineering. And then I just looked fully on business, and I remember applying to Baruch, and that's when I wanted to do Baruch, and also because of their swim team. Like any other college that I applied to, they did not have a swim team, so this one
Really?
was like a perfect choice for me. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So we'll touch base on the swimming part a little later. But you're majoring in marketing. So what exactly do you want to do in that field of work?
So I'm majoring in marketing. So I'm technically a sophomore now, so I'm not yet in Zicklin, but I made my decision of changing my major this semester in marketing because I always had an interest in like selling products and marketing brand and how to brand something. So like that always caught my interest. And previous to that, I was a finance major,
Yeah.
but I had a huge change of heart with that too because marketing was just me, and I like marketing myself also. So that's what I wanted to do. And more specifically, I want to do sports marketing in the future.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Any like specific part of the field, like an agent, financial
Um,
analysis, anything like that?
I want to do more like the
Okay.
production management and marketing, yeah, in sports.
All right, awesome, man. Good luck with that. Hopefully, that comes to fruition. Obviously, I think you're in the right path. Baruch, excellent school to begin with. Are you doing anything right now to hone those skills? Have you interned anywhere or anything like that?
Right now, I'm interning with John Eves, who is the assistant athletic director at the athletics department,
Hmm?
and with him, I do specifically Photoshop, and I help him with the Baruch Athletics website and some of the social media aspects. And with Photoshop, I create graphics of different students and GPA stuff. So that's what I do. And once COVID ends, also like I'm planning on like traveling with him around different games and just helping him around with that. So,
Oh,
and
nice,
with
man. That's awesome.
yeah, and with marketing, it helps me with the basics,
Yeah.
basically with like more of the digital side than with marketing. So
Yeah,
yeah.
100%. Yep. Especially now, I think in our both our fields of work, me coming from journalism background and you in marketing, they kind of just connect one way or another. So it's helpful to understand the other side of social media, I guess, because that's really what it boils down to. Like we're all under basically the same umbrella. You do have your niche, and then I have mine, but in a way, kind of like coincide with one another. So John is an awesome guy. I had the privilege of hanging out with him a few times and helping him throughout a couple of CUNYAC championship games. He's an awesome guy, and no doubt that you'll definitely learn a lot from him during your internship with him. All right, so let's talk about your in your introduction. We talked about you being a representative of the SAC. for Baruch. Can you talk to me about your role there? And what's something that you learned so far as your time in the SAC committee?
So as a representative of the SAC, I'm representing the men's swim team. So technically, the athletic director, Carrie Thomas, she talks to us and she tells us like recent news that happens in CUNYAC, and especially now during COVID, like if there's going to be future games or anything, and like also hosting events like who can help with this and that, and so like it just one thing I learned is like just being more productive. I would say like in the Brook community, like just
Yeah.
helping more out. So like I would say yeah, I'm more of a representative of the Brook in general.
Okay. And you think that helps you, in the future, like when it comes to marketing? Like right now, you're kind of just almost like a liaison almost between the athletics and the committee. So you think that might be something that might strengthen your position in the future?
Yeah, I believe so. Especially like being a representative, like the title itself.
Yeah.
When you're a marketer, you're trying to brand a product or like just
Yeah,
trying
you're right.
to
Yeah, 100%.
influence people. So as
Hmm.
a representative, I'm also trying to tell the people on the swim team like what's going on and stuff, and just branding the ideas of what's going on in the CUNYAC community.
Okay, cool. Yeah, 100%. That makes total sense. So let's you talked about swimming, and Baruch being one of the reasons why you decide to go there, because they also have a swim team. So how long have you been swimming throughout your lifetime?
So I've been swimming since seventh grade.
All
Before
right.
that, I was doing basketball.
Oh, cool.
But then my dad influenced me to do swimming, and he signed me up at this place called Match Point in Coney Island, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And it got me it helped me learn how to swim and swimming more competitively and faster. And after that, I stopped going to Match Point and I started doing high school swimming, and that's where like I even developed more of my interest in swimming, and like I just like really got into it. And senior year, I became the captain of my swim team. So
Nice,
that's
awesome.
yeah.
That's great. That's great. So you have a few years under your belt, to say the least. You've been swimming and swimming competitively. So have you had any thoughts about swimming professionally, or?
Well, swimming professionally, I believe like it doesn't take because I'm just a sophomore, so like I don't believe like just 2 years could do the thing for me. But I feel
Mhm.
like if like I'm a person that puts heart into things and
Yeah.
I'm full of passion, so I believe like maybe like if I did swimming for like even 5 more years or like just if I kept doing it maybe one day, but not like right away after college. I don't believe that maybe my skills. But if I
Yeah.
put more heart into it, I believe so.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Let's stick to the swimming aspect of it. And I've been remiss to say, I should have said this in your introduction. You're a CUNYAC champion. You and the men's Baruch swim team won last year's CUNYAC swim and diving championship. So congratulations to that. Um, that was your first experience at a championship meet, at least at the collegiate level. What was that experience like, swimming in the CUNYAC championship for you? It's a 3-day event, so I'm assuming it's just physically and mentally exhausting. So how was that for you?
Well, first off, we had like a whole training for a month. Like we did this thing called doubles where like we had to like
Mhm.
work out like almost like 6 hours each day. So that kind of helped me prepare for it. But also like just the champion itself, like Berg has been like an outstanding like member of the CUNYAC championships, and like we've always been on the top.
Yep.
So like just being a part of that just gives me a lot of excitement and stuff. And once the 3 days, like it also helped me like improve my time in breaststroke because I'm a breaststroker, so it just helped me a lot. So like it
Yeah.
just and like the audience within itself, it just gave me great
Yeah, extra
excitement.
boost. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was one of my first events covering the swimming championship. I've been with CUNYAC for about a year and a half now. So I kind of really got into the thick of it when the championship stuff came around. And yeah, being at the Apex building at Lehman College, yeah, it was cool. It's an Olympic sized pool. I think I'm correct by saying that. But it is an official size pool, and then having all the campuses, all the programs there, and plus the fans, it definitely could give you that adrenaline rush that you're looking for. Um, so you talked about working on your brushstroke. Obviously, we're in unprecedented time with the COVID. pandemic, you know, a lot of things closed down, especially in the past year. In 2020, obviously things are, you know, I want to say we're on the other side of it, but we're getting there at least, you know, little by little. Um, what's something you want to work on to kind of prepare yourself for the next season when that time comes? You know, like basically when you're able to get back in the pool, what's something that you want to work on?
So once the Baruch pool opens or any pool near me, um, I would say I would want to do like the things that we did in like January, like just doubles. Like I would just like keep like 2 hours, 3 hours in the pool, practicing like what Coach Lampasso would tell us to do.
Yep.
Just like do the routines he told us because I remember most of them, and just keeping in shape and trying to like each day I would just try to beat my time and just go back even to the time that I had before because probably, you know, since we haven't been swimming,
Yeah.
not our times are not the same and like probably far away. So I would just try to get back to the time and maybe just even beat it during the same time. But just being more like fit and working out and swimming. So yeah,
Okay. And what time is that? What's the mark you want to hit?
the mark. I mean, right now, my fastest breaststroke time for a 100 was 112.
Okay.
So like, I believe like maybe I'm right now like a let's say 120. So I believe like I would just like it would take me maybe like a couple weeks or 3 weeks just to
Yeah.
gain back. But I would say the mark that I would want to beat maybe in the upcoming season next year, I would say maybe like a 105 or a 103. You know, not like big things. I just want to keep it like, you
Yeah.
know, more reasonable.
Okay. All right, cool. And please forgive me, I'm a novice when it comes to these times. What's that range like? You know, 102, like where would that kind of like fit in like a competitive level?
A competitive level. So I would say the times what I said 112.
Mhm.
I believe like I might not be like the top in the top train top list right now,
Mhm.
like you know with that, but like a 103 maybe like number, you know, like it would be like number I would be like top five, top seven maybe or
Okay.
something like that. Like near a minute, it's like more of like a more competitive, you know, it's more competitive with like other swimmers, I would say.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. You know, that's an excellent mark to that's a bench to hit. You know, the coach Lapasso, you know, he's a great coach. He's definitely taken swimmers and excelled them to the next level. And there's no reason why that can't happen with you. So, you know, definitely if you want to hit that mark, I see no reasons why you can, and I hope that happens. And especially next season, if there is a CUNYAC championship, you know, even before that, even like the other events that you have, that you'll be able to hit that mark. Um, so you talked about, you know, staying fit, you know, jumping back in the pool. You know, you do have a lot to kind of like do to get back into shape. How difficult has it been for you to stay in shape during COVID?
So once COVID started, I had like a couple of months I wasn't working out as much just
Mhm.
because like school was getting back into online and like I just
Yeah.
had to get used to it. But once like May hit and June, I started doing more core workouts at home and just I kept working out at home, abs, core. And then September, once Labor Day hit, some gyms around my area, they were open, so I got a gym
Oh, nice.
membership and I
Yeah.
started working out. 3 days during winter break, I did 5 days, but just 3 days a week now. So yeah, just focusing on upper body and legs and abs. And I also devoted my own Instagram page to it just so I can also keep myself motivated to it.
Oh, awesome. And what are you doing with that? Is it like a specific just page for your workout routines?
I just want to show my progress, you know, to
Okay.
others and like also like in the same time maybe motivate others and motivate myself. Just, you know, I'm being branded, you know, marketed myself.
Yeah.
So it would
Yeah,
help
for sure.
with it. And also in the same time, I'm a part of a fraternity Kappa Sigma and I have a fitness chair role in it.
Yeah.
So I also give like different workout schedules to others. So it also like motivates me at the same time when I give them other things because I don't do most of like not all the workouts, but I do some of them to
Yeah.
just have my upper body. But like with abs, let's say like I want to work out more on my abs by the summer, so like it would just help me with what I give my members. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great, man. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. Glad that you're being productive and you're being positive and you're definitely making a difference, and not only for yourself. Sounds like you're for the fraternity that you're part of. So that's great, man. I love to hear things like that. Um, so what's something that helped you kind of navigate through this past year in 2020? Everyone had different outlets. I personally just took up cooking. That's definitely helped me kind of just get rid of all that bad vibes and all that bad stuff that happened in the
Mhm.
past year, and it kind of just gave me something, something to look forward to. Was there anything like that for you that kind of just helped you, just
I
forget
mean,
this past year?
just to like focus more on my like path and stuff,
Hmm.
I started listening to a lot of podcasts on Spotify and just marketing and
Yeah.
anything just to like gain my experience within it. And so I would say that, and then at the same time, once the gym started like my own Instagram page,
Yeah.
so just like keeping myself with social media and just like benefiting myself physically and fitness.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yep. And you're right. You hit the nail on the coffin right there. You have a goal, and that Instagram account is just kind of like a trajectory. Like, hey, I started at X weight, and then 2 months down the road you're here. So that's awesome, and I'm glad that that's something. Again, you take in a negative part of our lifetime and trying to spin it into a positive. That's awesome. Um, so Casper, I don't want to take up much of your time. I do thank you for being here with me today, but I do have one more question to ask you. 10 years, where do you see yourself?
I see myself sometime in sports. I want to do sports marketing and production. I would say maybe working for the Yankees or Madison Square
Nice.
Garden, but I'm a huge fan of the Yankees, so I would say yeah, maybe working for the Yankees. Like I had a role model like Brendan Steiner. I know I saw him once in my sports business club meeting
Yep.
once. So maybe like like become being a part of the Yankee Stadium and or Madison Square Garden just to gain the bigger part of entertainment itself too.
Awesome, awesome. And I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm not sure if you know, but Yankees and CUNY and CUNYAC, we just have a partnership going on to help student athletes and alumni to kind of get their foot in the door when it comes to either marketing or in the social media. So I don't know if that's something that come across your page, but definitely apply. I think we have that on our website. Definitely send that an email to you so you could take a look at it. But yeah, that's awesome, man. I love to see that happen. And I'm a big Yankee fan myself. I have nothing but high hopes for them this year. They did
Yeah.
some questionable moves, but I get it. Financially, it makes sense to them. To kind of cut back on payroll. What's your thought on that? Like, the whole payroll aspect? Are you one of like old school mentality of like George Steinbrenner? Oh, you just pay for whatever all stars, or you're more right now a House Steinbrenner's aspect of like we have a budget and let's kind of stick to it?
I would say like maybe just like I just want the team to do well. I would just say like I just want them to do well. They've been doing well recently, but once COVID hits, a lot of things happen also at the same time. And just like stocks right now, what's going on with stocks, just a high
Yeah.
risk thing. So like hopefully we do well. Like I know some players like Corey Kluber's in it, but like he had a dead arm, so hopefully he
Yeah.
improves with it. But like we're taking a lot of high risk, but at the same time, I believe that maybe we could do well with like how we have been doing in the past. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we hopefully, I think Brian Cashman definitely, strikes a lightning in the bottle. He got Luke Voigt as a toss-in basically. And last year he was the home run champion. Same thing with Talkman,
Hmm.
Burt Gardner. He's bringing out these people, and yeah. So hopefully with Corey Kluber, we take a chance on him. Two-time Cy Young Award winner, and if we could have at least a piece of old Corey Kluber, Yankees will be in a great spot.
Yeah, all those strikeouts, just give those opposite team strikeouts, and like we would have a good ERA, hopefully too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Casper, again, thank you so much for taking the time out with me and having this talk. Is there anything you want to close out this remarks with?
I would just like to say like thank you for this interview again, and I look forward to being posted. And yeah, thank you.
No problem. Pleasure is all mine. I'm glad we got this done. Um, it would be probably posted. Today's the 25th. I don't have my calendar on me to see exactly, but it'll be up in the near future. And obviously we'll share it with Baruch, and I'm sure John would do his thing there. And who knows, you might be able to do the thumbnail, because he has you working on the Photoshop stuff.
Yeah,
So,
maybe I'll do it. I'll
maybe
work on myself. Yeah.
All right, man. Awesome. Well, Kasper, again, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you all for continuing to support these winter features. I having such a great time getting to know these student athletes on a more personal level. Just a reminder, the CUNY Winter Features airs every Friday on our website, cunyathletics.com. And again, in our social media feeds by searching CUNY Athletics. For Kasper Gacek, I'm Eldris Chavez. And until next time, cheers.